Om Shanti. Good morning. A very welcome to all the participants. I hope my voice is edible.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, yeah, we are today again in another Vyasa session. And today we will be doing the values workshop, the third part. But before doing, let's quickly sit for a minute into silence. So I would request all of you all to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. A deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let the breathing pace be normal. Feel relaxed. Let go of all the worries, all the tensions, all the tasks, all the day plans, whatever you will be doing today. Let's tell all those thoughts that for the next 2.5 hours, this is the time for myself. This is the time for me to reflect on my core values. All of those thoughts can come again later after 2.5 hours. Get yourself mentally prepared. Okay, so welcome back everyone. So today we are here for another Vihasa session. I see in the participants that we have a few who are repeating and the ones who are also new. That's good. And well, as mentioned in the email and also in the original invite, even if you are attending for the first time, it's okay because each of these sessions are independent ones. So let me go back to my slide. So as you'll see here on the screen, we have already covered many sessions, almost about 13 sessions we have covered. And Vyasa is all about exploring different values. So we have been covering different values, and today is the value on becoming values yourself. So today is the third part which we'll be covering. So before really going into the module, let us have a quick introduction. I have two co-facilitators with me. Myself, Praful. I am by profession a chartered accountant and associated with Brahma Kumaris since last 18 years. And with this Vyasa project since last 5 years. And yes, values is really fun for me. This is something which is very easy for me to reflect. But this workshop really gave me an opportunity to go deep within. Other than this, prior to probably 5 years, I was never taking these values so seriously. I mean, values was like, okay, this is the basic, ये तो सबके अंदर होता ही है. But these workshops really gave me an insight to explore within myself, to fine tune the elements which I felt that this is probably really impacting my relationship, or this is really impacting my personal traits, or whatever it could be. So Vyasa workshop is really a boon for me. And as I do more workshops, maybe as a participant, as a facilitator, each workshop is a learning for me. So that's all from my side. I would like to hand over to Dr. Manoj to introduce himself. Over to you, Dr. Manoj.
Okay, thank you, Praful Bhai. Om Shanti. Good morning to all of you. And welcome to this session on values, which is part 3. Myself, I'm Manoj. I specialize in kidney problems in children. It's called pediatric nephrology. I'm attached to a few hospitals in Pune and also attached as a professor at D.Y. Patil Medical College in Pimpri, Pune. I have been associated with Vihasta since 2014 August, so it's exactly 6 years now. And I'm with Brahma Kumari since almost 11 years. And what I find good about values is basically, as Praful Bhai also told you all, it is something we know it is there, but we don't use it unless we start doing the workshop. But what I found is when I sit with so many people, so many different sorts of people from different professions, and the way they start sharing, and when they say something about values which I'm not using in my life, it really pinches me inside. And then a pinch in a good way. It is a good pinch, not a bad pinch. And then I am really sort of motivated. I should not say forced, but I'm motivated and encouraged by their words to use that value in my life. So every session we have done so far 13 online sessions with you all and countless others with many other groups. So every session is a learning point for me as well, and it helps in inculcating that value which is not there in some way or the other. So with this, I won't take your much time. I move on to our third facilitator, Sister Anu, and she will be doing the further proceedings. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. So this is Anu joining from Vancouver, Canada. And by profession, I'm a research scientist in pharmaceutical industry and with Brahma Kumaris about 10 years now. And with Values program, it's just less than a year. And however, I really feel fortunate to be able to facilitate. I got trained and I'm facilitating all these 13 sessions and the sessions happening in Vancouver. And definitely every session teaches me profoundly. We all know values within us are the power for our life, but until we don't use it, there is no power. So that's true, like Praful Bhai said, Dr. Manoj brother said, every session teaches by like from your sharings, others sharings, other insights, and more reflection on values, and they come out to my actions. So I really love to be a part of this program and very happy to be here with all of you. So we'll explore deeply into values and learn from each other. Thank you. I think the next proceeding is by Brother Manoj,
Okay.
right?
Thank you, sister. So I can see we have less participants today, which is okay. So it's good. We say the more the merrier, but doesn't mean the less is not good. So it's good actually if there are less participants so we can intermingle with each other more and come to know each other more. So let me just, before I go on to the slide share, let me just tell you one thing. I want to know you all a bit. You know all three of us now in some way or the other. We are your co-facilitators. So you all are our participants. So we just want to know a little bit more about you. So let me just tell you one thing and then I'll say, share the slides. Uh, in life, we have many ideals. It could be a spiritual ideal, say some guru whom you really think of in a very big way. It could be some political figure, or it could be someone from the scientific background, like say Newton, whom people adore a lot. The scientific community adores a lot Newton, and they think and they feel it's their ideal. Or it could be someone from the religious field. So it could be like Christ from the religion of Christianity. It could be Buddha from the Buddhism. So we have many figures who are our ideals. They could either be religious, they could either be spiritual, or they could be in the political field, or even, as I said, in the scientific field. So let me just quickly share my screen now with you all. And what you all have to do now, as you can see in front of you, I'll just make it slide share. Oh, sorry, slide show. Yeah, so now you can see it's full screen. So I told you in front of you there are four images. These could be one of your ideals, or all could be your ideals, no doubt. I'll just name them. So it's Mahatma Gandhi, a religious, a political, and a spiritual figure as well. Then Mother Teresa, a purely spiritual person, but also worked a lot for social cause. Followed by Swami Vivekanand. We can say he's a religious figure as well. He developed the Vedanta Samiti, and people have been really following him a lot. And he also was spiritual in one way. And the last figure is the image of Brahma Baba. I am sure the people who here in this audience are regularly attending Brahma Kumari's gatherings. They're aware of him. But for people who aren't aware of him, he is, we say, a spiritual father as well. We don't call him Guru, but he is also one of like us. He's also one who is what we say an intense effort maker, and he's our ideal in Brahma Kumaris. We follow him blindly. Whatever he had done, whatever steps he had taken in his life, we just follow those footsteps of his. So he's also in one way a spiritual figure. So Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Swami Vivekananda, and Brahma Baba. So we have these four images. So each of these have some values in them which they have shown in their lifetime, and therefore they are so well known and they are sort of worshipped. So we are around 10, 11 participants. So I want each of you all to just pick up on any one of these. I hope there are no repetitions. So if there are repetitions, I would just to avoid that, I would want each one of you all to pick on two of them. So we'll just take two, each one of you take two. And quickly in the next 1 minute, what you have to do is I'll give you 1 minute. You have to reflect on the values they portrayed in their life. Any two of those whom you select. Okay? So I'll repeat any two of these from the four images, and each of these maybe 2-3 values, what they reflected in their entire lifetime or what they portrayed. So I'll just play some soft music. So if you have a pen and paper, you can quickly jot it down so that you don't forget, and each one of you will be asked to share. So another half minute. Okay. So you have to be very, very spontaneous. It is not about a big exercise. And the more you are spontaneous, the more it will be faster. Okay, so now I move on to Anu sister can take the sharing because you can share the screen. So now I'll stop sharing. I'll pick up on all of you, on all the participants. Yes, so let me start. I'll just take randomly. Mahesh, can you share? Yes, Mahesh. Yeah, you have already raised your hand. Go ahead, please. Okay, I think whether I'll just allow participants to unmute. Yeah, you are able to unmute yourself now?
Yes,
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 yes.
thank
Go
you.
ahead. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Om Shanti. Mahatma Gandhi has a virtue of truthfulness,
Mm-hmm.
and Mother Teresa has a virtue of compassion.
Okay, good. Thank you. So one value, truthfulness, Mahatma Gandhi, compassion. Thank you. We move on to the next one. It is Dr. Sushma Lar.
Yes, Om Shanti, Manoj bhai.
Yes, yes. Om.
Swami Vivekananda, honesty,
Mm-hmm.
then love for nation, what we call it,
Okay.
Desh
Mm-hmm.
Bhakti. Then for Brahma Baba, it is selfless service, Niswarth Seva, and
Selfless and
Samarpan Bhav,
Samarpan
surrender,
Bhas. Okay.
what we call it,
Surrender.
to
Fine.
God.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister. We move on to, I'm just being a bit quick so that all of them can share in next 5 minutes. Arjun, can you unmute yourself and share? If not, Aruna. So all of you just be a bit attentive as I'm calling you all so that we don't waste time in, okay, Aruna is there. Okay, go ahead, Aruna. Yeah.
Mahatma Gandhi के साथ हम determination
Mm-hmm.
and Mother Teresa के साथ मुझे compassion ही आया था mind में.
Okay, no problem.
Swami
Compassion का और एक word
Vivekananda.
हम कह सकते हैं sympathy. Sympathy लिख सकते हैं. Is that okay?
Yeah, sympathy, empathy.
Okay, good. So sympathy, empathy. Okay, you want to say one more? Okay, go ahead. About Swami Vivekanand, you wanted to
Swami
say something?
Vivekanand, yoga. Yoga
Yoga.
come into my mind.
Okay, yoga. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you, sister. Arjun, if you're not there, then we can move on to Dhanya. Dhanya, are
Hello.
you there? Yeah, go ahead.
Um, Mother Teresa, like I just got a thought, love.
Love. Okay, good. Next,
And
any
Swami Vivekananda, I got dedication.
dedication. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Jalpa. Okay. If not,
Om
RN.
Shanti.
Okay. Jalpa, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, for Mahatma Gandhi, non-violence.
Non-violence. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
and
anyone else?
Brahma Baba,
Mm-hmm.
values, the way of life, what I can say, calmness and
Okay. So calm
awareness
way of
to
life.
oneself.
Okay. So calmness and value. Value was, so it's okay. He was calm as well. That is also a value. Thank you. We move on to RN
Yeah.
or Sarvani. Sarvani, Nupane or RN. Either of you can unmute. Yes, RN.
RN, Swami Vivekananda concentration.
Concentration for whom?
Vivekananda.
Swami Vivekananda. Okay, yeah.
Swami
Okay, sorry, I
Vivekananda.
didn't hear. Okay, and
Willpower.
willpower for Vivekananda. Okay. Any other person apart from, you want to share about anyone else, RN? What's your good name, please?
Reena.
Reena. Okay, so if you can just rename, or I can rename you later. Reena. Okay, thank you, Reena. We move on to Sarvani or Sheila. Either of you.
Hello,
Yeah, who's speaking? Sheila, is it?
Ella.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
For Brahma Baba, sacrifice and
Sacrifice,
simplicity.
simplicity. Okay. Any other Mahatma Gandhi, Vivekanand? Anyone else? It's okay if you're thought of one. That's fine. No problem. Thank you. We move on to Shlok or Sarvani. I think both of you are relatives. Both of you have the same surname.
Sir,
Am I?
we are not from like India and we don't know much about Mahatma Gandhi and everybody. I just know that Mahatma Gandhi was a country fighter for a country. So, Desh Bhakti.
Desh Bhakti. Ideal word for Desh Bhakti would be love for the motherland. So we can say, yeah, uh, religious for the motherland. Can I know Shlok and Sarvani? Both of you are in the same house, and where are you
Yes.
from? Which part of the world?
Nepal.
Nepal. अच्छा आप नेपाल से हो, right? Okay. So does Sarvani want to share?
She doesn't know anything.
She doesn't know anything. Okay, fine. Thank you. No problem. Surendra Bhattarai. Are you
And
there?
Mother Teresa kind.
May I know who's speaking?
Sarvani.
Okay. Sarvani. Okay. You have to be a bit clear because I didn't hear what you said. Okay.
Mahatma Gandhi self-went.
Selflessness. Okay. I heard self. So maybe it is selflessness what you're saying. Thank you, Sarvani. I think Surendra Bhai
Mother
has
Teresa kind.
and kindness. Okay. Thank you, Sarvani. Kind. So Mahatma Gandhi. Oh, you said Mother Teresa. Sorry, kindness. Can I move on to Sivalakshmi Sahu?
Yes, sir. Om
Yeah.
Shanti.
Yeah. Om Shanti. Go ahead.
Brahma Baba, it's selflessness, love, and helpfulness. And Mahatma Gandhi, it's truthfulness.
Truthfulness. Okay. So it's repeated. Thank you. Surendra, we can see your video. You can unmute yourself if you want to share. Yeah, go ahead, Surendra. Yeah,
Yes, Sir Om Shanti.
yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Mahatma Gandhi is for love for the country, patriotism and non-violence.
Patriotism, non-violence. Okay.
Mother Teresa for service, selfless service, love and kindness.
Okay, so helpless service, kindness. So hope Anu sister can catch. I think 2 is okay, because we have to take other sharings from. Thank you, Ujjwala and Vinaya. The last 2. Either of them can start. Ujjwala, you want to? Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning. So, I guess just now just Surendra mentioned. So, I also wrote for Mahatma Gandhi that he was a follower of non-violence. And for
Anything
Mother
else apart
Teresa,
from non-violence? Okay, and anything else for other?
yeah. So for Mother Teresa, she was kind, compassionate, and full of service.
Service. So service you have already, it's written. Okay. Thank you. And lastly, Vinaya.
Om Shanti. For Vivekanand ji, the value that I could notice is brotherhood.
Brotherhood, yeah.
Brotherhood, yeah, and self-control and discipline.
Self-control and discipline.
Yeah, and for Brahma Baba, the value that I could pick up is being a role model.
Okay.
Following himself, what he preaches others. So that is very important for me.
Okay.
So in
Thank
short,
you.
being the change, yeah.
Being the change, right? Good. So thank you all of you for your sharings. If others, the ones who haven't shared, you can mention in your chat box the response. So let me just quickly look at the Anu sister has beautifully written all those. Mahatma Gandhi, you can see all those values. Mother Teresa, full revolving around compassion and love. Swami Vivekanand, dedication, concentration, willpower, self-control, and Brahma Baba, endless. As Brahma Kumari students, we are aware of his selflessness, his sacrifice, his simplicity, so many other values. So with all these, now we know each other very well, and we know what you all have been constantly thinking about values. And now let me quickly go on to Anu sister for the next session. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Manoj brother. And yes, beautiful to reflect through the values they show, and the people who join later can also write on the chat box if they want. So this is, I'll just quickly take you through the introduction, which many of you have heard before. So this is the values workshop. This is the booklet that has been developed for whom? For each one of us, for every human being, but it was particularly developed for healthcare practitioners, because for healthcare practitioners, values, showing values is the profession, I always say. So how a patient can feel cared for or healed is how, what energy, what values they show, how from deep within they can show. But it is for every profession and every individual, because as I was mentioning before, values are the powers, and if we can use it in our actions. So because when I'm happy, I can share that happiness. When I give values in my actions, then others are inspired, or that's how we create a beautiful world, beautiful life. But for that, it was developed by this group of people. They're all, as you can see, psychiatrists, therapists, and it was inspired by Dadi Janki, who is the former late organizational head of Brahma Kumaris. And once she was in London and hospitalized, and that is where she sensed, she felt that all who are serving there in the hospital, in the healthcare setup, they're not happy from within. So she felt, she sensed that we have to do something to bring back that focus, emphasis on values, which we all have, they have. And healthcare practitioners, doctors, nurses, they bring that unmatched contribution to each one of our life, to the society. So towards that, as she inspired, this group of people worked together to develop a program to bring back that consciousness to values, so that we can use values more consciously. It's not that we don't use values, but I don't think focus is there, and where focus is not there on the values, then life may become meaningless or not motivating. So for that, the 3 principles they used are: first one, physician, heal thyself. So like Dr. Manoj always says, each one of us is a physician. We have to heal ourselves. We have to feel in our highest best to share it. And it starts from within us, each one of us. So they focused on that this program, whatever exercises and all that was developed, has to heal each one, whoever will go through this program. And the key principle 2 is learning through direct experience. So all the exercises are developed with all the experiential tools that we will see through and experience the values within us. And once you experience, that becomes a part of me, or I become motivated to bring it to my life in my actions. And the key principle 3 is relevance to work and personal life. So I experience, I learn, and I take it in my action plan to use it in my life, in my actions. So for that, this is how they got inspired to develop the program. That is, we know something I hear, I forget. Something I see, I remember. Something I do, I understand. Then it becomes a part of me practically. So that's why this is a facilitated experiential learning, where we'll not teach values, but we'll take you through the activities that will let you see values playing in your own life. And that is how you bring it to the surface in more conscious actions. So this is also done in the silent self-reflection and in that positive sharing environment. And this whole exercises are based upon appreciative inquiry, that is, being appreciative, positive for the self, for others. So with that, when we share with each other, the values become stronger in us or become real. And this program is given by trained facilitators, and it is all over the world. A lot of people do this program to bring benefit. And these are the 7 spiritual tools we'll be using. Meditation is reflecting through our own life. In the past, we see values playing out, and that is how we learn. All the exercises will be using one or other of these tools. Meditation is the reflection in the past, learning from the past. Visualization is as we learn, as we are sure, clear what I want, we bring it in visualization, picture it out, and that is how we learn this art, or we do this exercises through visualization, and that's how the visualization thought becomes real. It gets in direction to make it real. And appreciation, as we just talked about, appreciation is without any judgment, seeing the positive in everybody. So that's the attitude of appreciation. With that, the learning becomes clear or profound. Reflection, again, that is reflecting in my own life. Value-based reflection, how I use values in my life. So these exercises will enable you to reflect through that. Listening without judging. So listening really with an appreciative heart that enables us to learn from others, and we make others learn from us. Creativity and playfulness is to develop that intuitive right brain. It's more creative, playfulness. That's why children, they are sent to play school. So playfulness, what we learn in playfulness, we never forget. So as we grow up, I think we let go of that. We become more logical. So it's going back, becoming a child, dropping all that is, all the guards, and becoming spontaneous, free, and these exercises will be using those creativity and playful activities that will enable us to see and learn as well. So these are the 7 spiritual tools, and these are the 8 modules that was developed as in a modular form. It is all like everything, every part is a subject. And we have done positivity, valuing the self, spirituality in practice, building resilience, and we have done 2 parts of values, and today is the 3rd part. So moving forward, again, using all those tools, mostly will focus today in terms of work environment, how values play out in our life. So the next exercises will enable you to see through. So this is where I finished the introduction, and I will take you forward for the first exercise, and that is heroes and heroines. So it's not about that limited place, heroes and heroines, but as it says, as it indicates, heroes and heroines means people who inspire you, who stand out. As you can see, this flower is alone, is so beautifully standing out. So we all have people who inspire us, teach us, actually, that as we get inspired, we take values from them and make part of our life. So who have inspired you in your life? So it's not actually about those acting, portraying heroes and heroines, but truly in life who are portraying values that inspired or drew your attention, that help you, particularly in the work scenario. If it is hard for you to look at work scenario, you can choose anything in your life that was a profound somebody who is your hero or heroine, just like the ideal we talked about. It can be historical figure or anyone, but if you could look at your life simply and see who is that, who has really influenced positively your life to bring particular personality, behavior, growth in you in the work environment. So for that, this is the exercise, the worksheet. It says about reflect on 2 questions. Who has inspired you and influenced your work in a positive way? And what values do or did they demonstrate in the way they carry out that value? So it's like reflect and see what is that, what kind of action in them that inspired you, and what values those actions display. And that is why they are your heroes or heroines, 1 or 2 people. So for this, let's take about 3-4 minutes of reflection, and then we can share with each other. I hope that's clear. So enjoy seeing your heroes and heroines. You are done. It was easy to see, at least recognize one of the person in your life who is the hero or heroine. Is anyone ready to share? Thank you. Let me stop the music. Okay. Good. So can we hear from all of you? So we'll start with Mahesh. Yes, Mahesh, please unmute yourself and
Yeah,
share.
Shanti, sister. My hero is Rahul Dravid. Yes.
Rahul Dravid. Yes.
Yeah. Why? Because he is called the wall of Indian cricket, and he is such a wall of Indian cricket.
Okay.
Focus and consistency.
Consistency. Okay. Very nice. So that's what you take with you. You remember, you take focus and consistency. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mahesh. Jagdish, you want to share? Who is your hero or heroine?
Yes, good morning. Voice आ रही है?
Yes, we can hear you. Little bit low voice, but yeah, I can speak a bit louder. We can hear you.
Okay. My heroine is Dadi Janki. When I have seen her in Peace of Mind and personally also, I have found this value that she is so simple, she is so humble, and also she has the power of knowledge
Okay,
in her
simplicity.
life.
Hold on, brother. Simplicity, humility,
And
knowledgeful.
churning knowledge. She has fabulous mind. She can churn on any topic and simplify all complex topics. And if by hearing just her knowledge, you can understand the deep level of knowledge, and you can also inculcate in yourself also just by hearing, because your mind will be clear that this is the point. So you can I can say that she is my heroine.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Yes, beautiful sharing. Who else would like to share? Please mute yourself. Anyone else? Okay, Jalpa, can I ask you to share? Jalpa. Vinaya.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
Yeah, my hero and heroine, is Louise Hay.
Who?
Louise Hay, Louise
Louise.
Hay. Louise Hay.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's a metaphysical teacher. She is from US, and she is now no more. She expired at the age of 92. So for me, the values that she depicts is a lot. But what came to my mind was self love and care and affirmations. So she's well known for her affirmations and self love and care, because through her work, actually, my spiritual journey started. And I learned, about mind and about affirmations and about how self-love can change everything, and respecting our own core values. And so she is my heroine. And the second person is Sister Shivani. I have been following her for quite some years, and it's very inspirational. The values that comes to my mind is of understanding. So she has a very good quality of understanding the opposite person, and then giving the alternative solutions or whatever your problems are, and understanding the person's psychology, through what space that person comes from, and then accepting that person as he or she is. So this is a very important quality and value that I think is worth taking from her. So yeah,
So much. That's true. Yeah. Thank you, Vinaya.
Yeah.
Who else would share? Shlok, you want to share? If not, yes. Sorry. Okay, you muted yourself again. Okay, we'll move to Aruna. You want to share? Yes, sir.
I have thought about a few persons. One of them was my senior, is my senior.
Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, you can hear. I'm not sure. I'm not able to hear. Can Manoj bhai, you hear her?
No, you're breaking and your volume is also low. Both are disadvantages.
Maybe you have to switch. आप वीडियो बंद करें. I think वीडियो बंद करेंगे तो शायद maybe it will be better. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try. Yes, go ahead.
एक हमारे जो CMO सर हैं, मतलब the senior person in our organization, our hospital, the value which I like is self-control.
So what is the value? Can you repeat again, please? Okay.
Self-control.
Self-control.
अरुणा जी, आप उनका नाम बताना चाहोगे? क्या नाम है?
His name is Mr. Brahmadatt.
Brahmadatt. Okay, thank you.
And then Sister Geeta from Brahma Kumaris.
Sister who?
Geeta Didi hai. Geeta Didi.
Geeta? Sister Geeta?
Geeta Didi, yeah. Truthfulness.
Truthfulness.
Dedication.
Truthfulness,
Shilu
dedication.
Didi, we all know. Shilu Didi, unka sweetness and simplicity.
Shilu Didi, sweetness, simplicity. Sweetness and simplicity for Shilu Didi. Thank you so much, Aruna.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know who else can speak. I don't know Sarvani. I don't know if she can. I think she's from Nepal. Maybe Sushma. We'll take few more sharings. If you are ready, just quickly unmute and you can speak. Sushma or Dhanya or Ujwala. Reena, can you all unmute yourself? Yes, Reena, go ahead.
MS Dhoni.
MS Dhoni.
Cool captain.
Oh, school captain. And what's the value? Oh, Reena, what's the value? Can you tell?
He is a cool captain. That is his values.
Okay, full captain, you said? Full captain is... Sorry?
Cool captain.
Cool captain. Okay. Cool captain and it's Dhoni is the name. MS Dhoni, I believe. Yeah, name. Thank you. Cool
Sorry,
captain.
I didn't get you. Cool captain is the profession or the role. It's not a value.
No.
I didn't understand.
So
name is MS
Cool
Dhoni.
captain.
COOL, cool captain is the value. So Manoj Bhai is asking, how can you specify more? What is the value? Of course, it's MS Dhoni, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, but MS Dhoni is the captain we know, whatever cool captain. So value is coolness. That's what you mean to say, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Good. Thank you. Anyone else? Shubha Lakshmi, you want to share?
Yes, ma'am. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yes.
Didi Sri Krishna.
Shri Krishna.
Sweetness. Yes, ma'am. Her sweetness, beautiness, best warrior, and also voraciousness.
Sweetness, beauty, best warrior, and
Voraciousness.
Okay.
Whatness? Voraciousness.
Business.
No, I didn't get that word.
Maybe fearlessness. That means, yeah, I'm also not sure of that word. Thank you,
Okay.
Lakshmi. Yeah. Pushpa, Murgat, you want to share? Okay. Sushma, please go ahead.
Heroine is my PG guide, Dr. Rama Manchanda. She is a well-known hematologist from Pune and head of Department of Hematology of KM Hospital. And her values are devotion for her field, knowledgefulness, depth of knowledge, then dedication to teach her students. She made us thorough in our hematology subject. That's enough.
That's great. You take it with you, right? Thank you. Pushpa, you want to share? You have to unmute. Thank you.
ओम शांति दीदी।
Yes, go ahead.
क्या करना है मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा, मैं न्यू हूँ। मैं आज ज्वाइन हुई हूँ इस मीटिंग में, इसलिए मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है।
Okay, no problem. आपके हीरो और हीरोइन कौन है? Who inspires you for being the way, who has influenced your personality or behavior or the way you take life in work or at home? You can think maybe.
आपको किसको देख के प्रेरणा आती है? कौन दुर्गा जी कौन बात कर रहे हैं?
पुष्पा बात कर रहे, पुष्पा बात कर रही हूँ।
तो आपको किसको, कौन से व्यक्ति को देख के ऐसे आपको प्रेरणा मिलती है? कौन आपका आइडियल है, जो आपका आदर्श है?
हमारे बाबा।
कौन से बाबा?
ब्रह्मा बाबा को स्फूर्ति आ रहा है और उनसे ही मैं प्रेरित हुई हूँ अभी।
क्या प्रेरणाएं मिली है उनके? थोड़ा वैल्यूज, उनके मूल्य बताएं जरा।
मूल्य कैसा बताना हो उसके बारे में?
एक दो मूल्य बताइए ना, उनको देख के क्यों प्रेरणा मिलती है, किस कारण से, क्या वैल्यूज थे उनके या क्या गुण थे या मूल्य थे?
उनका ज्ञान बताने का तरीका और
नॉलेज, ठीक है।
हाँ, उनका धैर्य, उनको मेडिटेशन करने का, मेडिटेशन करने का।
ठीक है, ठीक है।
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone
Didi.
else? Thank you. Anyone else want to share? Shlok or Shaila, if you have, who has inspired you in your life?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Sri Aurobindo.
Okay, Sri Arvind.
He dedicated his life to show spiritual path to others.
Sorry, you meant to say Sri Aurobindo Ghosh or Arvind?
Ghosh. Aurobindo Ghosh.
Aurobindo Ghosh, okay.
And his simplicity, loving nature, and knowledgeful.
Simplicity, loving, and knowledgeful.
That's all.
Spiritual knowledge imparting. Thank you. Yeah. Anyone else? Shlok. Yeah, mostly Dhanya, Ujjwala, Jalpa. There are new people join maybe. So if not, that's great. It's so beautiful. Sometimes, you know, to see values within us, we have to reflect on values or whoever inspires us. What are the values? Why somebody inspires you? Because they're showing some values that as we make it a part of us, that is where you feel more happy that you took the value from other people. So many people think about it, that who inspire, what values we can bring it. So we saw that beautifully. Rahul Dravid, all different people, Brahma Baba, Dadi Janki, Louis Hay, Sister Shivani, Arvindo Ghosh, Dhoni, Shilu sister, Geeta sister. It's beautiful. So the spiritual people, they touch our heart with all these values. So that's beautiful sharings from you. So thank you very much. That's a good start. And we'll move on to the next one. I'll hand it over to Brother Manoj. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, sister. So let's move on now to another deep activity. So after you have known about your heroes and heroines, I know there are a few people who don't understand English, but this entire module and all these sessions are exclusively in English, but I'll be speaking in Hindi as well, so don't worry. I'm sure majority of you understand Hindi and English both. So let's move on that once you have identified who these heroes and heroines are, and you have identified them, why? Because of the values which they have portrayed, and you have come out with those beautiful values. So now let's move on to this activity which is called Rekindle the Dream. What is this activity about? Let me just tell you. It's a visualization activity. We won't be meditating in this activity, but I'll be giving you a guided commentary. I'll be taking you on a journey, and I'm sure you'll enjoy that journey. You have to be very attentive when I speak about that. So please make sure you're fully concentrating on this. No other activities going on in the background, and no disturbance to you all when you are visualizing. So what is this activity about? Let me tell you. What is the meaning of rekindle? Re and kindle, there are two words. Re means to do it again, and kindle is something to ignite. So like jagana, so like apni jyoti ko fir se jagana, in Hindi we can say that. So it is to ignite something which has actually faded over a period of time, which has in one way bujh gaya hai, we say. So it is to rekindle. So you know, all of us actually have a dream job. We call it that hamara dream job kya hai. Most of us have these dream jobs inside, and quite a few of them also usually are in the dream job because we dream that hame aisa karna hai and this is my dream job hum bolte hain, and we go into that. But quite a few of us don't really have our dream job, which is like what I want to do in my life, what is my dream. I'm not able to achieve that. So through this exercise, what we'll be doing now is I'll be giving you some input for your mind and your intellect. Aapki man aur buddhi, I'm giving some homework to it, that from tomorrow onwards, say coming weekend, from Monday onwards, that job wherever you are in, can you convert that job of yours into the dream job? Now, what is the difference between these two? What is the difference between just a simple job and dream job? The difference is also simple enough. Job is something which I do very routinely. It's a mundane thing. It's my routine thing which I'm doing. But maybe internally I'm not enjoying that. And dream job is something, oh, which I do with full of enthusiasm, full of inspiration and encouragement. And I really enjoy doing everything in that job. So as Sister Sushma told you about her example, I'll just take her example since she's just shared before. Dr. Sushma Lad is a pathologist, and the PG guide which she mentioned about Dr. Manchanda, I know her very well personally as well because my uncle also is a pathologist. But I know Dr. Manchanda very well because she's a fantastic person. I mean, not only her abilities in pathology, the branch which she specializes in is fantastic, but as a person also, she's fantastic. She's so simple, and the way she speaks also is beautiful. She's so calm and composed, and like she's a gem of a person. So I'm sure if such a person is doing a job, it is becoming her dream job. So maybe Sushma also wants that in her life, and she has chosen pathology, and maybe it's a dream job because she attributes it to Dr. Manchanda. So a similar way, all of us will be having some jobs. It may or may not be a dream job, but from now, as I said today, when you leave this session at 11:30, this exercise will help you in converting your just routine job into your dream job. So what can I do to convert that into a dream job? That is my job today to do with you in the next around 10-15 minutes. So what I would want you all to do is, as I said, totally undisturbed. And please make sure that you are not disturbed by people around or kids around, because this is your me time. And if you do this visualization properly, it will really help you a lot. So again, your hands free, sit straight, comfortably wherever you're sitting, and allow your body to relax. So relax your body, relax. Let your feet rest on the floor and your hands rest on your lap. You may wish to close your eyes because that will help you to concentrate on the commentary. But make sure you don't fall asleep. Now gently focus your awareness on your body and your breathing. So as you focus on your breathing, notice the flow of air coming in and going out. So feel the air coming in and going out. And you'll see after a few moments, your breathing has calmed down naturally and you feel more and more relaxed. Relaxed body and a relaxed mind. So with this preparation, as everything is relaxed, I now visualize in front of me a large bubble. You can see in front of you a large plastic bubble which is softly floating in front of you and has come to you now. In front of you and now very close to you. This bubble is so big that you can enter that bubble. So see that the bubble has a door. You have opened the door, and before you open the door, there is a sign which reads on the door. It says, "Step inside." So you feel very enthusiastic. You open the door and step inside the bubble, and the bubble will float you to the workplace of your dreams. So now I am inside the bubble, and the bubble takes off on its journey. Gradually, the bubble starts rising from the floor up in the sky. It floats above the building and begins to travel towards my workplace. Now, as I move around in the bubble, I see a lot of scenes around. The mountains, the river. I enjoy the scenery around. I see the flyovers. I see the traffic from above. And it's very silent and peaceful when I look at the traffic from such a distance. So having witnessed all these, now gradually the bubble reaches the workplace of my dreams and then starts to descend, starts coming down and gently lands on the ground. And now you are outside the building where you work. And you notice the plants outside, the foliage and the trees in the vicinity of the building. See the shape of the building. And you slowly now walk up to your office, maybe through the elevator or the staircase, however you feel comfortable. So as you walk along the path, notice how you feel inside. It's pretty early in the morning and a few staff have arrived in your office. You watch what they are doing and how they interact with each other. Just watch them as a detached observer. So when your colleagues look at you, you catch their expressions and feelings as they say good morning to you. You wish them good morning as well, but simultaneously watch yourself from inside. What are the feelings and emotions which I have when I have started the day? I start the day with a very positive and peaceful approach. And as I walk through the office corridor towards my cabin, I get a sense of everyone's attitude as they work. Now, sitting inside my cabin, I notice the cabin room, the cabin lights, the colors around, maybe the color of any painting, or the color of the curtains, the color of the chairs around. And this is how you really like it to be. By which I mean your inside being calm and cool and peaceful, and your outside also reflecting the same. So you touch the curtains, you touch those colors, and see what feeling it invokes in you. At the same time, you can listen to what colleagues are chatting outside, what they are busy in their work, what are they doing. So just be detached and observe all these things. And since you have started the day with a peaceful and positive approach, everything around you seems to go in that same direction of peace and positivity. So, what's the atmosphere like as you watch people working together? Gradually, it is now lunchtime. Again, you have your lunch in the same consciousness of being very peaceful and positive, and enjoy each and every bit of the morsel which you eat. You get back to work post lunch, again in the same state of peace. And soon now it's tea time. You enjoy, you sip your tea or coffee with the same consciousness, with the same feeling of peace and positivity. And finally, it's the end of the day. You're just about to now leave the office. And as you walk past the same office corridor, you wish goodbye to all of the people in your office, the staff, and then you step down from the building and outside the building, and now the bubble is waiting for you. You step back into the bubble with the same consciousness of being totally relaxed, positive, and peaceful. You say to yourself, it was a beautiful day. Everything was just right for me at all times. And that was probably because I was in that state of mind. I had created that positive and peaceful behavior of mine, which in turn not only benefited me, but also elevated the atmosphere around me and even motivated and encouraged the people around me to stay positive, calm, and peaceful. So, as you do this self talk in the bubble is now again floating. You again enjoy the scenery outside, the mountains, the rivers pass by, and then now you're back home. The bubble has again descended. Now, gradually, after you step outside the bubble, you see that the bubble now disappears and you are back into your house, into your home, sweet home. And you thank yourself and thank God for giving you such a beautiful experience at work, which indeed you were looking forward to, and you have achieved it. A peaceful, positive day at work, which is just one part of such a big life experience, but it is indeed a very beautiful part. And this is my dream job. I wish I could experience the same positivity and peacefulness every day. Yes, I can, tell yourself, because it is I who have created those thoughts. I have the power to rekindle that lost dream. So I can just do it again and again and on a daily basis. So now come back into the awareness of the room. Take a deep breath. Open your eyes. And now here you are again. So welcome back. Okay, good. So I would say good morning. I know it's morning time for all of us. Nepal is, I think, 15 minutes ahead. It is still morning for them as well. But I was trying to be a bit sarcastic when I said good morning. I was just trying to play with y'all that hope y'all were not sleeping. I'm sure you weren't. So now what you'll have to do, we have spent around 15 minutes also doing this visualization. So now I would want you all to, in the next 5 minutes, what you have to do, I'm showing you that in the slide in front of you. So this was a visualization experience and you have to reflect on your experience. And how you want to reflect, I'm just showing you in the following 6-7 questions. What was the environment like when you were visualizing, and when you were at office, how was the environment? How different was it? I'll just cover with you the questions first, and then you can take your time, and then we'll go into sharing. So you just be with me first, listen to the questions. How did you feel? So what feelings and emotions you had while you were at the workplace? What were the other people like? How were their actions? What was their behavior towards you? What were their attitudes? You being peaceful and positive and radiating that in the atmosphere, what difference did you find in their attitude? How did your colleagues behave? There is something called verbal communication, which is we speak with each other as I'm doing right now with you. But there is something called non-verbal communication, which is basically an exchange at the thought level. So were you able to pick up those subtleties, the thoughts around from other people? How did they behave? Was it something different because of the difference you created? What did you enjoy about the staff, colleagues, and patients or clients if you're a doctor? So, what did you enjoy about the interaction with them? And lastly, the most important question, what were the underlying values which were being expressed in this peaceful and positive work environment which you had created for yourself? So these are around 7 questions. Very simple questions. I would want you all to reflect on these. I'll put the music on and take your own speak times here around 4-5 minutes, and then we'll move into the sharing mode. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you all have written down something, and I don't want to force people to share. I would want you all to be voluntarily raising your hands who want to share. And whenever you share, make sure that you tell us more of the feeling level questions and the values which you express. And be a bit brief while you share so that majority of the people get a chance to share. Yes, so I'll just stop sharing the screen so that I can see all of y'all. Yes, so who wants to raise hands to share, or I can just pick up on people who haven't shared so far at all? So Nirmal wants to share.
Yeah, the environment was very pleasant around.
Mm-hmm.
I felt very relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Other people were also relaxed and calm.
Right.
Their attitude was also very peaceful. They were caring for others.
And
I
can I
like
ask
their help.
Nirmal? Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Can I ask where was this? What do you do and what did you visualize like?
Yeah, I went to my home department, my college, medical college.
College, medical
Yeah,
college.
yeah,
Oh, you're a
in
medical
Nagpur.
student. Okay.
I am sorry, I am assistant professor in microbiology, GMC Nagpur.
Okay, good. So I didn't know. So good, I've caught a doctor finally. So a microbiology professor. Very good. Thank you. It's good to have a background because we don't know what people from which background they are. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Nirmal. Yeah, you can describe now.
Uh,
Yeah.
the everyone was very helping in nature with each other, and they were enjoying their work.
Mm-hmm.
There was no boundness to work to complete it, but they were very relaxedly completing their work and enjoying it.
Okay.
And the staff was very patient
Hmm.
and calm.
Okay. The very fact you are sharing also so slowly looks like you're very calm now as well. Okay. So thank you so much for your sharing. So beautiful sharing. I'm sure everyone will have such experiences which you can take back to your workplace. Thank you. Dhanya is eager to share, and Rishabh after Dhanya, because I think Rishabh unmuted whoever Rishabh. I hope it's Rishabh only because I could hear a kid in the background. So Dhanya, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Thanks, Manoj. Like I'm a like professionally, I'm a software engineer, and
Okay.
as of now, I'm a data analyst, and my dream job is to become a data scientist. I'm actually putting my effort to reach that. So that is the job. It is my dream job. So when while you are explaining, I was actually visualizing about that, and about environment, it was very creative building, a lot of space, very clean and full of greenery inside office. And how did I feel? I felt so happy. Happiness was flooding inside my mind while you are, while I was visualizing, kind of satisfaction, and it was very cool. I mean, inside my mind, I was very peace. And other people, I just visualized like they were very jovial and talking to me very casually, happily, and we are sharing our knowledge, we are learning, and we are sharing, and it was a very good environment, very pleasant environment. So yeah,
Great, thank
that's
you. Beautiful experience. So I'm indeed very happy that you could do the visualization. Perfect one. Thank you. And hope you will be achieving it soon. Our good wishes are with you. Thank you. So I think Ujjwala and Jagdish. So Ujjwala, you can go ahead because you'll have raised hands. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Good morning. So I could see that after lockdown, we are now gone for the first time to office, and technically we are going only next year as of now. So I was very happy. And while we entered, then we have that entire sanitization and all those precautions and everything. And when I went to my desk, which is on 8th floor, so I found people are around. So people are just still getting in, and everybody is chatting, and we're discussing about this situation, what we faced or what we were all indoors for so many months. And to be honest, actually, I didn't interact with anyone. I just wished good morning to our VP while he comes in. He pulls his trolley bag, so that noise came again, and I just wished him good morning. And I was just looking around everywhere, like. You were saying that see how things are going. So personally I didn't interact with anyone, but I could see that everyone is in a very cheerful mood and very happy, and we all are just so rather than working we are first discussing more on this. So it's normally happens, and there is a lot of chaos on our floor normally. So people talking in groups and discussing and all.
So if I
So
can
that.
just ask you, what sort of office? You said you're a doctor, you said?
No, no, no. I am not a doctor. I'm an engineer.
Engineer. So
So,
it's an engineering office on the 8th floor, you said somewhere, correct?
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I'm basically working with Cummins India, I can
Comments.
say.
Okay. Which city are you in? Pune itself?
Pune. Pune itself, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So we have different backgrounds. We had an engineer, we had a data analyst, a software engineer, that is, and even a microbiology professor. Very good. So thank you so much, Ujwala. And we move on to Jagdish because he was eager. He had raised his hands. And if a few others
Yeah,
also
thank
can
you.
raise your hands, otherwise I can just call up randomly. Yeah, Jagdish, bolo.
हाँ सर, गुड मॉर्निंग। इस विजुअलाइजेशन में मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा ये अच्छा लगा कि मुझे मेरा माइंड बहुत साइलेंट लगा। अदरवाइज क्या होता है, जब हम कोई भी बैकग्राउंड में ऑफिस में या तो कहीं पर भी जाते हैं, हमारा माइंड कंटिन्यूअस चल रहा होता है, ये क्या है, ये क्या है, मतलब टोटली क्या होता है, वो साइलेंट कभी नहीं होता है, वो बोलता ही रहता है ये। लेकिन अभी जब मैंने विजुअलाइज किया, तो जैसे आपने बोला कि डिटेच ऑब्जर्वर हो आप, तो मतलब मेरा कोई रोल ही नहीं है इसमें, तो मेरा कुछ सोच ही नहीं चल रहा था किसी के बारे में, जो हो रहा था वो हो रहा था, लेकिन मेरा कोई रोल नहीं है। इस हिसाब से जब मैंने देखा ना, तो मेरा माइंड बिल्कुल साइलेंट था, कोई थॉट ही नहीं चल रहा था अपने बारे में या किसी और के बारे में, जजमेंट नहीं किसी के बारे में कर रहा था। तो ये मुझे अच्छी प्रैक्टिस रही कि हम जब भी कहीं पर भी हो, तो एज ए डिटेच ऑब्जर्वर अगर हम रहते हैं, तो हम अपनी माइंड को साइलेंट रख सकते हैं। तो ये अच्छा रहा इस एक्सपीरियंस में।
Okay, good. Thank you, Jagdish bhai. Anyone else motivated to speak? One or two sharings and then we can close. Can I ask Swati to speak and Anita Jain, because you all haven't spoken since the start of the session? Swati or Anita Jain? Are you comfortable sharing? Okay. If not, anyone else? Jalpa, Reena, Aruna? It's okay if you can share in Hindi also, no problem. Just one last sharing. Okay. So, yeah, Aruna, last sharing. Yeah, bolo.
जो चीज इम्प्रूव हुई है वो दैट वाज कि थोड़ा और पीसफुल हो गया है एटमॉस्फेयर. व्हाट आई सॉ इन विजुअलाइजेशन, इट वाज मोर रिलैक्स्ड, द पीपल वर वर्किंग मोर ब्यूटीफुल एंड विद मोर कंपैशन, एंड the values I thought was that compassion and cooperation.
Compassion and cooperation. And just for my information, what was your office? What is your profession like?
It is health and wellness center.
Health and wellness center. Okay. Thank you. And I think Sarvani is from Nepal, so she or he was clapping. So it was good. They enjoyed it quite a bit. Okay, so thank you so much for your interactions. Were very, very empowering to listen to. And I'm so happy because they were from different professions and different office backgrounds. So thank you so much, all of you, and over to Praful brother now for the next activity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Manoj. So yeah, it was very nice listening to all of you all. Indeed, also got to know that so many diverse professions we have over here. So now we'll go to a more practical, or probably something where you need to think on the application point of view, because this is where the workshop will get more interesting. That doesn't mean that the earlier exercises were not interesting. Of course they were, but yeah, the aim is more into the doing mode, because most of us are working professionals, And even if you're not working, even if we are a homemaker or at home, we do some other work, we do interact with each other, which really makes our interaction valuable once we start applying those values. And that is why this session is named as becoming valuable through values. So in the last exercise, as you all went into a very beautiful visualization of describing how your workplace would be, or where you would be working. So I would wish you all to again go into that mode, and now we would like to come upon the core values. So I would request you all to reflect for some minutes and decide for yourself that which value at workplace really matters you a lot. Okay, earlier we saw the values from our heroines, because that was an enabler just to understand what are the values. Then we really went into the mode of how would the office structure would be. But now just visualize your daily routine, or probably a routine of a specific day. As soon as you go office, what all you all will do, you'll have already done that in the previous exercise. But now which values would really matter for you the most? And secondly, how you would express them. Maybe I'll just give you an example. So for example, in my office, it once so happened that I was very monotonous. Just office में जाओ, फटाफट computer चालू करो और काम करने लग जाओ. As I mentioned, I'm a CA and I have lots of work around computers. So as soon as I go to the office, I just get busy with my work. But then what change I thought to bring in myself is, after going to the office, probably I'll meet everyone on the floor. I'll greet them. Hello, how are you? How is the day for you? Like, can I do anything for you? Just be in silence for 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and then start my work. No doubt I would be probably starting my work 5 or 6 minutes later, but that change could got an impact to me. That's what I thought. And I tried applying that, and that really got a very good impact. So similarly, now most of us might have started going to office, or probably will go after the completely lockdown is lifted. So today probably is a good opportunity for us all to again go into that thinking mode, where our thinking hats of what are the differences which we would like to really bring in our office by applying specific value. So let me share my screen, and probably we'll discuss what specific questions I would like you all to reflect on. So you all can see on the screen 2 questions over here. First question is, which values you feel are most important at work? Okay, so we have been discussing values since last 2 exercise, but now finally drills down to yourself. What do you feel that the value for you is important at work? So I would give you all some time. Please reflect on this, and yes, then we can go ahead with the further sharings. You all can probably choose to write down these values on the piece of paper, because that will be helpful for you all while sharing. And after you choose the value which is most important to you, it could be 1, 2, or 3. Let's restrict to 3, not more than that. You could then visualize that which value, how each of these values you would like to express in a professional work interaction. It could be a professional work, it could be a business, it could be in your hospital for the healthcare professionals, it could be dealing with your customers, clients, colleagues, patients. Just think into that mode, how you would be expressing those values. One example I just gave you all is the greeting, but it could be something else as well. So you can just think for it, and let's meet again after 3 minutes.
भाई जी सेकंड पॉइंट को फिर एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए।
जी, एक बार मैं फिर से हिंदी में बताता हूँ। तो बाकी सब आप नोट कर सकते हो।
जी भाई जी।
जी, तो आपको क्या करना है, आपके जो कर्म क्षेत्र है, चाहे वो आपका घर हो, चाहे आपकी ऑफिस हो, चाहे आपकी कंपनी हो, चाहे आपकी दुकान हो, कोई भी जगह हो सकती है वो, तो आपको यह सोचना है कि कौन से 2 या 3 ऐसे मूल्य हैं जो आपके लिए बहुत खास मायने रखते हैं। अभी हमने पिछले एक्सरसाइज में बहुत सारे मूल्यों की चर्चा की, लेकिन केवल 2 या 3 मूल्य जो आपको लगता है आपके लिए यूजफुल है, तो पहले आपको वो नोट करना है। और दूसरा फिर आपको इस पर चिंतन करना है कि आप किस प्रकार उस मूल्यों को अपने व्यवहार में लाएंगे। ऐसे क्या स्पेसिफिक एक्शंस करेंगे जिससे आपका वो मूल्य दिख कर आएगा, चाहे आपको स्वयं को, चाहे आपके ऑफिस के अन्य कलीग को, आपके कस्टमर को। तो ऐसे स्पेसिफिक थिंग्स आप नोट करना है, जेनरिक नहीं करना कि आई वांट टू बी गुड टू एवरीवन, नॉट लाइक दैट। गुड टू एवरीवन हाउ, सो यू नीड टू राइट दैट डाउन। आई होप सभी को समझ में आया, किसी को नहीं आया तो पूछ सकते हैं, बिकॉज ये बहुत अहम एक्सरसाइज है हमारे आज के सारे सेशन का।
हेलो प्रफुल्ल भैया।
हाँ जी बोलिए।
प्रफुल्ल भैया,
हाँ जी।
वो क्या चैट बॉक्स में लिखना है क्या?
नहीं
अपने
नहीं,
को
आपको खाली
इम्पोर्टेंट
चिंतन करना है, मैं बताऊंगा 1 मिनट में भी हम
चिंतन
पोस्ट कर
करना है।
देंगे।
ओके ओके,
जी
ठीक है ठीक ठीक है, ओके बाय।
जी। ओके, आशा करता हूँ आपकी सबका डिस्कशन हो गया होगा, रादर चिंतन हो गया होगा। सो नाउ अभी क्या करेंगे हम, वी विल बी फॉर्मिंग स्मॉल ग्रुप्स। आपको 4 ग्रुप्स में विभाजन करेंगे, और आपको करना क्या है कि ग्रुप के अंदर डिस्कस करना है। अभी देखिए, वी ऑल ऑफ अस नो ईच अदर क्वाइट वेल, probably by profession or otherwise. Dr. Manoj was very nice in getting introduced taking introductions from all of y'all in some way or the other. But as y'all get into the rooms, if y'all want, you can quickly introduce yourself. But more than that, I would request y'all to discuss on the two questions. First is what values really matters you most at the workplace, and second one is how you would express them. So each of y'all can give ideas कि किस प्रकार आप express करोगे. Okay, it could be n number of ideas, and that is the reason why we are forming small groups so that y'all can do more focused discussion. And after discussion, we'll meet again, and then I will again send y'all to the same groups for the next exercise. Okay, so for now, I would quickly form y'all into groups. I'll share my screen so that I can read out the groups to you. Y'all can also see on the screen आपको कौन से groups में भेज रहे हैं. तो 4 ग्रुप्स है: अप्रिशिएटिव एंजल्स, जगदीश, दुनिया, डॉक्टर सुषमा लात, महेश. सेकंड वन इज ब्यूटीफुल बटरफ्लाइज, अरुणा, जल्पा, रीना, शैला. थर्ड वन इज कंपैशनेट कैरियर्स, अनीता, आईपैड, निर्मल, पुष्पा and Swarni. And the fourth one is Flying Angels, Rituraj, Shrikant, Swati, Ujjwala and Vikresh. I believe I have added all. So 4 or 5 members are there in each of these groups. So let me give you all around 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes I'll give you all, and we, after the time is over, you will get a 60 seconds reminder so that you all can wind up your discussion, and then you all can choose to appoint one spokesperson. You can do that at the beginning so that that spokesperson really helps summarizes all your discussions and then share in the main group. So I'll be quickly now forming you all into the groups, sending you all in the groups, and let's meet after 10 minutes. Okay, have a good discussion and enjoy your value sharing and the expression, how you would do that. Om Shanti. In case if anybody is not able to join the group, you all can give me a shout. I can quickly help you all out. So Swati and Vignesh, let me add you all to the group. I believe you all were not able to join. Vignesh, are you able to click on the Flying Farishta group? Okay, so welcome everyone. Let's wait for a second so that everyone joins. Yeah, we all have into the room now. So I hope you all had got a good chance to discuss. For me, sometimes this time also feels very short. But anyways, I believe at least you all might have got some things to interact. So let's have a quick discussion. Basically, again, what did you all discuss? What values came out? And any special expression which you feel that anyone shared in the group. So let me start with appreciative angels. Who would like to share there? Jagdish, Dhanaya, Sushma, Mahesh.
I can share that.
Sure, please go ahead.
Yes, we had a nice discussion. We had introduced ourselves. In our group, Sushma is there, Sushma, Dhanya, Jagdish, and myself. And we had a nice interaction with everyone. And we had values like cooperation, compassion, which is very important at healthcare sector. And understanding the other people, and these are the points discussed by Sushma because she is in the healthcare sector. And I had a discussion about in the corporate world, when managing people, you have to first accept the people and you have to appreciate people, uh, how to encourage them, right? And even you need to have
Maheshji, probably your voice is not very clear to me. I'm not sure about others if they can hear you as well. Mm,
It is breaking as well. I mean, for us also.
yeah, yeah. Can anyone else share from Mahesh's team?
Can anyone else share from Mahesh's team?
Yeah, Praful brother, this is Dhanya. Like what we discussed is mutual respect is very between the people to work together in a healthy environment, and having a genuine care is very important. We can check with people like how about their health, and like we'll see, right, like they are in stress, we can actually genuinely go and ask what's happening. So that caring thing we can actually show, and we can actually have a very good wishes. Suppose like we can encourage people for each and every single simple effort they make in whatever the task, and if people are struggling in completing their task, we can actually go to them, and we can help them. Like that we can motivate them.
and also
Yeah, this
and also we have to accept people, uh,
Very important.
whatever they are, and we have to appreciate people and adjust with them.
Okay, I think that is very good. You all came out with really very wonderful discussion. So yeah, let's move on to the next group. So next group is beautiful butterflies. Aruna, Jalpa, Reena, Shaila. Who would like to share?
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Sure.
We got a lot of values. Even had different like calmness, patience, cooperation, honesty, commitment, truthfulness, sincerity, good communication, caring towards other, devotion, dedication, time management. All these
Wow.
values we all discussed, and how to bring these values is like calmness. We should be less reactive, and patience we can bring by meditation, cooperation by helping attitude, and honesty by living whatever we say, living the values which we say, and commitment by work prioritization, and truthfulness
Voice
is
break
that
over here.
voice break.
No, I think you can go ahead. I think we can listen to some extent. Yeah.
Sincerity, we can say regularity, and taking care of the things which are there, and good communication, make greetings, talking with each other, and devotion and dedication may by focusing and planning. And time management we can do by planning and sequencing the activities according to prioritize.
Wonderful. So you'll have probably come out with a very good thesis. Especially values तो बहुत सारे निकाले, I believe so many values, which is good. And even some of the practical points you all came out with, how to implement those. Well done. So let's move on to the third group, compassionate carers. Who would like to share from there?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Yeah, go ahead.
Myself, Dr. Nirmal. We unfortunately we didn't have much discussion, but some of the points which came out to be values which are important are compassion and patience in every aspect of the life. One of the participants was Pushpa ji. She is a homemaker. She creates meditation room for others, and she is very inspired by Brahma Baba, as she told, and she likes the values of compassion and patience in Brahma Baba and knowledge.
Okay.
From my side, I had to share my experience as other participants didn't involve. So the values I chose is cooperation and patience from my profession. And why cooperation? Because every work is a teamwork, so that whole load doesn't come on one person or one individual. Because it is said that united we stand and divided we fall. So it is cooperation, which is very important in every work field. And the second is patience. Why patience? Because it is said that hurry, worry, and curry ends in a fury. It ends in anger. So, so we need to be patient. As in my profession, I am working in COVID lab in emergency duty. My work timings are 2 to 8 p.m. every day, but sometimes I have to keep working till 10 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. at night. So patience is must, because we cannot always say that I cannot work after 8. Otherwise, patients or their relatives might suffer. So patience is also very important. That's what I feel.
Very good, very good, excellent, and very nice to listen even your example that you don't mind working couple of hours extra because if the work requires, and that you do happily. So let's move on to the last group, the Flying Farishta.
Yeah.
Who would like to share there?
Shrikant bhai.
Yes, Ujjwala ji, tell me.
No. I was just saying that possibly Ruturaj will be a spokesperson. So if he's willing to.
थैंक यू सो मच सिस्टर। श्रीकांत भाई आप शेयर करना चाहते हैं तो आप कीजिए।
Sure. So yeah, we had a good discussion. So Rituraj started with his sharing. So he mentioned about honest and commitment, and he has explained about how it will help in creating a good environment. And then I talked about empathy and teamwork. So empathy is something which I'm from software background, so it is helping us a lot because we'll go hand on hand and we'll create a good deliverables at the end of the timeline. So this is giving us a great results. And then Ujjwala ji has talked about more about emotional intelligence. She said like maintaining composition at workplace is very much required, and I mean, with very good heart, she has shared her experiences also, where she is struggling or where it is helping. So, and then now we have I didn't remember her name, sorry, Swati. Yeah. So Swati has come out about honesty because she has from research background. So basically, it is very much important at her workplace. Honesty is very important, as in when you have to show the courage and let them know about the results. Otherwise, later time it is very difficult to maintain also. So she talked about honesty there. So we had a good discussion, but time is not sufficient for us. But anyway, these are the things we discussed.
Good, very nice. I think that was very great inputs, and overall I think we got a chance to reflect. So now again we'll be going to the same rooms, and we will take this exercise ahead. So what you all really need to do now, let me quickly share my screen. So all focus on the screen, because now what comes is really the creative part. So far we discussed what values we need, and how would you will demonstrate that. Now as a group, okay, and this activity necessarily needs to be as a group, because when we are in an organization, it is very important that we all have a same vision. If the vision of the MD is different, and of the vice president is something else, manager is some third person, so there will be a value conflict. There could be probably no common goal. So y'all must have seen that every organization has its own vision statement, or a mission statement. Something, if y'all have seen some of the advertisements, each brand also has some of their taglines. For example, LG का क्या tagline होता है? Life's good. Okay, just example I've given you all. So like that, each of the brand also have their tagline, and somewhere down the line in that tagline, a value is demonstrated. Like I mentioned, life's good. So that goodness is demonstrated as a value in the logo of LG. So I would now request you all to again go into the rooms, and just assume that all of 4 or 5 or 3, how much ever members are there, you all are part of the same organization. And what tagline would you all want to give to your organization or to your workplace? Again, workplace could be anything. You can just visualize that. So think of that tagline, think of that statement, a value statement of your organization. And once you think on that, okay, don't waste too much time. You can just do that in a couple of minutes. And then I would like you all to present that tagline. See, whatever we discuss, whatever we write, probably it's very easy to forget them. But if we picturize something, if we draw something, that remains for us for a lasting time. So I would request you all to, just get hold of your notebook and pen. You all can choose any one person who can draw very good. Even two persons can draw. Okay, it's up to you all. So if one you all decide that this person will be drawing, so make sure that everybody gives you all an idea. और एक ऐसा image बनाओ, ऐसा diagram बनाओ, which actually shows कि आपका workplace कैसा होगा, with that value statement, with that tagline. तो आप कैसे लोगों को वहाँ पर देखोगे काम करते हुए? For example, जैसे अभी we learned for that example that COVID case का ही brother needs to go to the hospital. तो किस प्रकार का scenario रहेगा वहाँ पर? You can probably draw a couple of beds. Alternatively, you can also, one of y'all, if y'all are on a PC, you can quickly open a PPT or something, grab some pictures from net and just paste it over there, whatever your group member tell it. So it becomes a collage. And then you all can share your screen with us. So either ways, या तो आप collage बना लो, physical collage बना लो, या फिर e-collage बना लो आपकी screen के ऊपर, या फिर you can quickly draw. I think drawing is most easiest. Just grab a pen and paper. If possible, you can hold your phone camera, front camera, so that each group member of your sees. तो एक हाथ से आप phone पकड़ लो, दूसरे हाथ से you can quickly scribble or draw something. And again, we need not be a professional in drawing. Okay, the idea is not that we will be giving a prize or something जिसका बहुत अच्छा drawing है. The idea is to bring that picture, bring that mind map onto the paper, so that our learning for today becomes more engraved. ठीक है, तो हम कर सकते हैं. I don't think it will take a lot of time, but yeah, it will be an energizing activity. I am sure you will find fun. When we do this in a physical setup of scenarios, तो बहुत ज़्यादा मजा आता है. We give crayons, colors, chart papers and all that. It becomes very interesting. But now that we are in a online scenario, let's try to make this as beautiful or as engaging as possible. So if you all have any question, I can just wait for 30 seconds, or else we can break into the same groups for another 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, and then you all can continue with your first value statement and second, drawing that value statement onto a diagram. Okay, so have a nice discussion and let's meet after 10 minutes. Okay. So let's wait for some time till all our friends join. So welcome back everyone. We'll wait for another 10-15 seconds for all to join. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you all got some time to discuss your value statement, and also you all could probably write something or draw something. So we would like to quickly see sharings from each group. So let us start with the first group. First group who would like to share? I'll stop sharing my screen so that we can see your camera as well as your sharing. So you all need to share two things. One is your value statement, which I think Sister Anu is writing. And second is what exactly you all drew, any creative activity which you all did. Please go ahead.
Praful brother, from our team, we just got this tagline saying sharing is caring.
Sharing is
Is it
caring. Yeah, short and sweet. Very nice.
is it appreciative engines? Which is the group?
Yeah,
Yes,
appreciative engines.
the first group.
And as part of this, we drew these 4 to 5 drawings. I think hopefully you'll be able to see what I have.
Yes, we can see it.
Correct?
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
can quick. Yeah,
First
you
one
can
is
quickly.
shaking hand means
Yeah.
like cooperation.
Right. We can see that. Second, we can see love, heart. Again.
I mean like
Yeah.
and
Star recognition, and there is a lotus, and there is joining hands.
Yeah.
Very nice. So all of these, I think, resemble the same sharing and caring principle. That's so beautiful. Very nice. Just hold on again. I'll quickly take a photo from my side. Also, I would request you all to share it.
Yeah.
If you could just again, yeah, straight. Yeah, there you go.
And I also wanted to add, Praful brother, hand heart image. Can I show?
Yeah, please. You can take off this. Not a problem now. I've taken a photo.
Like it's. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see.
Hand heart image.
No, so I'm able to see your video, sister.
Yeah.
Click on the share and then show the picture. Click on the share and show the picture.
1 second.
No, Sushma sister, you don't have to do anything. You just whatever you have in front of that.
Yeah, if you have on a PC, you can share by clicking share button, or else if you have drawn it, you can share it like sister did previously. Either ways. Okay, so let's move on to the second
And
group.
we had one more value actually, which I thought of sharing. That is vision.
Okay.
Every organization should have a vision actually. Every organization have a vision, should have a vision, and it is based on the belief, what we believe in the role of a business in society, providing services, good products to customers.
Good.
Which are more valuable.
Right. So nice.
Yes.
Thanks, brother Mahesh.
And using the resources efficiently.
Okay. Great. Thanks. So I think all of them comes. So again, the objective of this was sharing is getting the main value statement. That was the real objective of this exercise, and demonstrating it with the image. So you'll have done that beautifully. So let's now move on to the beautiful butterflies. Sister Aruna, Jalpa, Reena, Shaila, who would like to share?
Our tagline was it was committed to grow. So we had discussed that drawing like this.
Yeah, we can see it. Can you get it a little closer to the camera? I'll spotlight you 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, we can see it.
This is a small sapling and it's facing a lot of adversities in between, like rain, thunderstorm, sun, but still it is committed to grow.
Right.
And it's growing.
Can you show it clearly, nicely in front? More close. The committed to grow, I can't see. You can take a picture. Can you raise it up?
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you, sister. So committed to growth is the tagline, and very nice picture you have displayed. Anything else would you like to add, or I think is that the one? Actually, you drew it, or Did you do it yourself at the time of exercise, or is it like a collage, pasting pictures from somewhere?
I draw this picture. अभी हमने साथ में decide किया ये pic हम बनाएंगे इस तरह का और अभी बनाया ये. I got hold
Wow,
of some
awesome.
crayons.
इतना जल्दी बनाया और इतना beautiful, amazing, really amazing. Again, for those who have not seen, I am sharing my slide. Just see, इसमें green है, brown है, flower pot भी है. We have yellow color also. Very nice, excellent. Thank you, sister. So let's move on. Let's move on to the next group. We have compassionate carers. I think there are only 2 left from that group. Nirmal and Pushpa. Who would like to share?
Myself, Nirmal. I will. We decided our theme was, our vision statement was, united we stand, divided we fall.
Okay.
And we have made unanimously one picture. I want to share it.
Sure. Wonderful. So unity is the value which you feel is important for the organization. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in this COVID era.
Very true. Very true. All of those 4 people joining hands together. Yeah.
And we wrote something.
Could you read out? I think that united we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah.
We can read that. उसके नीचे कुछ blue pink में लिखा है. I'm not.
We can't lag behind if we give hand in hand.
Okay, we can't lag behind if we give hand in hand. Very nice, Dr. Nirmal. And I think this is very apt for even the work which you are doing at present, because it is the unity which is really helping for others also to recover, and unity is needed for any organization for that matter. Great, thank you. Sorry, we are in short of time, and hence I'm rushing up a little. Let's go to the last group, Flying Farishte.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
जी. फ्लाइंग फरिश्ते में से कौन बताएगा? ऋतुराज, श्रीकांत, उज्ज्वला, आप में से कोई एक?
Yeah, so basically we had a discussion. We couldn't come out on a consensus. So basically we are running short of time. So I think the values we discussed on more about collaboration, cooperation, and consistency. So something like that. I think we didn't finish the discussion even. So these are the 3 values we were thinking to have in our vision, and we couldn't even attempt to put it on the diagrams. We are sorry for that.
That's okay, Shrikant. So could you come to any tagline? Did you get time for preparing a statement, value statement?
Not really. Sir.
Okay. No worries, but I think these 3 values, whatever you mentioned, were great. So I think excellent sharing. I'll quickly share the images again, those who couldn't see. So the first group shared this image, vision, sharing is caring is the statement. Second group shared this image. This one. Okay, it's not very clear on my screen, but you all can get the idea. And the third group sharing this image. United we stand, divided we fall. So thanks a lot. Sister Anu, if you have written something, you can quickly display.
Sorry. Hello.
Yeah. Anybody wants to speak anything? Ujjwala? Yeah. Please go ahead.
I don't know. Actually, I got disconnected and I couldn't hear at all what Shrikant just said a while ago. So I'm sorry for that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a problem from my end.
No problem.
So
Shrikant shared these 3 values. जो नीचे लिखा है ना, collaboration, cooperation, consistency. These are the 3 values Shrikant shared. Anything else you want to add quickly?
So I can. I just want to put up a picture for that. So.
Oh wow!
So can I share my screen?
Yes. Why not? So finally, the fourth group is also with the
No,
picture.
no, it's a Google.
That's okay.
No, so I think she wants to share her screen, so she has to be made
So,
co-host for that, right?
No, she can share like that also.
give me a minute, please.
She can? Okay.
Yeah. If you click on the share screen button, sister, it will ask you what to share. You can just choose to share the screen.
Okay. Okay. Great. Yeah. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I think Ujjwala, you have now started sharing the screen. It's getting loaded on our, yeah, we can see now. Google Chrome. So I think your phone is in the between. We can just see Google Chrome where you have searched for the word collaboration, and we see a couple of pictures at the bottom. One is that jigsaw puzzle. The second one is people with the hands connecting the jigsaw puzzles. So yeah, good picture. But yeah, I think probably if you had you gone some more time, you could have come out with more creative things. So that's okay, Sister Ujjwala. I think we got what you meant to say. And anyways, we have reached to 11:30. So with this, I will wrap up this exercise. Thanks all for participating so enthusiastically. I really appreciate. And now I would hand over to Dr. Manoj for the session review. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just. Okay, thank you so much, Praful Bhai. And I'm really amazed. Normally, this creativity, I was like a bit surprised at how you all will do it, but I'm really amazed the way you all did, starting with Sister Aruna, beautiful green colors crayon. It's just coming up still. Can I request the others to just mute themselves? Ujjwala, you have to mute your mic. Okay.
Dr. Manoj, you can go ahead. Yeah, I think
Yeah, okay.
her phone is stuck. Her phone is stuck. Probably I need to. I'm
Maybe
not
Yeah,
sure.
so this is the one, but I don't know somehow.
Okay, so is Ujjwala done? Okay. Yeah, so I'm sure all of you can hear me now clearly.
Yes, Dr. Manoj.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's still again coming that is it hung up something? I think you just have to just mute her maybe. Okay, so as I was saying, I initially was quite myself surprised that the way you all have come up with crayon it shows that crayons were very easily accessible because normally all of us don't have crayons at home. So Aruna's sister Nirmal and I think Sushma also wanted to share, but she probably didn't share. But you all came out with these beautiful crayons, and it was amazing the way you all wrote all these things. So thank you so much. It was good. So let us just quickly look at what we have done so far since morning. When I took the ice breaking or the warming up session for you all, it was initially about which are your ideals. I showed you 4 ideals and then we went into the values which they portrayed. Very similar to that was the first exercise Anu's sister took for you all, that is heroes and heroines. It was all about these are the ones which are at your workplace and these are the people who inspire you, encourage you or motivate you to use some values which they have demonstrated in their work. So you all came out with many names, so it was good. That was a pure reflection exercise. Followed by that, we went into a visualization exercise, which was rekindle the dream. So I'll just revise. I told you all to go into a big bubble, step into the bubble through a door, go to your workplace, imagine or you visualize how your dream job is, or if it is not a dream job, just a simple job, how you can make it more creative and how you can really make it a ideal and a perfect working place. So it was a visualization exercise which many people enjoyed. I think Dhanya also said she was wanting to have a job as a data analyst. So there you go. So many people were able to visualize that. And finally, the last big activity of 1 hour was taking back these values back to work and be in a very creative manner. So we started with 2 values, then we created a vision statement, which you all came up beautifully with sharings, and then some creativity also. And how do you take it back to your work? So this was the last activity of action planning. And with this, we end the part 3 of values module, and we have done so far 3 parts. And now the values, sorry, the modules which are remaining, I can't show you here, but I know it. It is 3 modules remaining now. One is peace, second is compassion, and third is cooperation. So, thanks, Praful Bhai. It's
I've highlighted
highlighted in
those in
front of
pink.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's highlighted for us the peace, compassion, and cooperation. So I would, from your side, want a response. If you all can just quickly put it in the chat box, that and majority wins. So of these 3 modules, peace, compassion, and cooperation, which do you all want? Because the others have already been covered. So quickly just type in, or if you want to speak, but I think typing is faster rather than raising
Yeah, I
hands.
think
So that,
typing would be quick.
yeah. So, so I'm just telling you, Praful Bhai, you can. So still, so far it is compassion and peace both. Yes, I want Shrikant responses for modules. Bolo aage. Peace, peace. I think peace is so far rocking. Cooperation ek aaya. I think we'll go for peace because majority want peace.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
we just close the chat here. And someone said peace, cooperation. So peace. So we'll be covering peace, and over to you, Praful Bhai. So next time we'll meet and Praful Bhai will tell you what to do next. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Dr. Manoj. And yes, let's quickly open our cameras. And we would like to have a quick group photo so that it becomes a memory for all of us. Each of these VR sessions are unique, and all of them, you know, we can really cherish by taking these good memories with us. So all the sharings which we had today, may that be due to the group sharings, the photos which we took, the screenshots which we are taking right now, all of these would be shared with you all on email. So a quick smile. 5, 4, 3. I still see the cameras getting on. Okay, let's wait for a. Yeah, so all the cameras are on now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 second, let me quickly see. The photo came up. Yeah, it came up. Once more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much for joining. I think we are already 5 minutes above 11:30. So next weekend, same time, 9, we'll be meeting with the new module. Let's sit in silence for half minute and we'll close the session.
Yeah, before I forget, just a quick thing. I forgot that I saw today the participants were joining by 9:15, 9:20. Don't be naughty. Don't join late because you'll be missing that. So best is you join at 9 dot because we are very sharp on time and we are always come at 8:45 online. So I would appreciate if you can start coming by 9 so that you don't miss anything. That's it. Thank you. 1 minute silence. Yeah.
Sure. So let us take this moment to reflect with whatever we learned today. What would you really want to take with yourself at home, at your workplace? And what is that one thing which you would like to change for yourself? Let us thank the Almighty God, for giving us an opportunity to meet with each other, to have such beautiful sharing, and giving us that divine wisdom to reflect on ourselves so that we make our life valuable with values. Thank you, everybody. Om Shanti. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.